Okay, so last night the man who got me this room, he came to the hotel. He didn't call or nothing. He tried to get inside of the room. I was in the bed asleep, and I told y'all this whole time that I've been staying here. He have not been here since the first night. And so his key wouldn't work when he tried to get inside the room, he claims. And so I had all the deadbolt locks on the door, chain, everything anyway. So I hear a knock at the door or something, and I was frightened. I was a little scared. I was startled out of my sleep because I don't bring company in my room. You know what I'm saying? So even somebody showing up knocking frightened me. So I wasn't expecting him either because I've been here the whole week by myself, and he hasn't even come over to visit. So, damn, it's hot up in here. I need to turn this air conditioner on. So I got up and was like, okay, who's at the door? Who's at the door? He was like, it was him. So I recognized, excuse me, I'll plug up this air conditioner thing. So I recognized that it was him, and I opened up the door, and I was so sleepy, y'all, that I just kind of, I was like, hold on before I open the door. Let me put some shorts on, put my shorts on, you know, and make sure my wig was straight. Make sure my wig was straight. And then I opened up the door, and I let him in the room. And when he come inside the room, he, you know, looking handsome and everything. He was a little handsome, you know, and had been out, look like he been clubbing or something. And I'm looking at him, I get in the bed and fall right back to sleep because I'm the type person, I'm a tired. I got this little baby in me. It take a lot of energy. I'm active. I go walking every day. I dance every day. You know, I be working on this case. It's a lot of mental and physical stuff going on, where I can get in the bed at any moment in time and be out of there for about 2-3 days. Yep. And so it's very dangerous to just let me sleep. You know, sometimes you gotta come and be like, help me get up, because I be tired. And so the man, you know, 1-6 or whatever, and I was like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, sir, you should have called. I'm asleep. And it's not that I'm trying to be mean or whatever, but I'm just the type person, when I'm asleep, when my body done shut down, please, no. This ain't no cater to you or none of that shit. I be tired. I be asleep for real. And I feel bad too, because I couldn't make myself get up to, you know, have sex with him or keep him company or anything. And it was something at night, and I just kept feeling my spirit like, nah, you ain't got nothing to feel guilty about. You ain't got nothing to be mad about. Go back to sleep. So he was like, oh, well, I see. He was like he was drinking some tequila or something, and he said he had been drinking and that he just needed me to, you know, relieve him so he can go to sleep, or he needed to relieve himself so he can go to sleep. And I was like, you know, well, I'm asleep, you know. And I wasn't trying to be mean because I wanted him to come back, you know. And I was like, well, I would love for him to come back and everything. So we talked about talking later, and he left. He didn't stay. And I know he probably was like, Andrea is so gosh darn boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is freaking boring. Like, she wouldn't even wake up for a nigga. Nope. I sure wouldn't. I was sleeping. And so I told him, I was like, well, you should have called me earlier, because then I still wouldn't have waited up. I ain't even gonna lie. Once I get sleeping, if it's the daytime, you probably be able to wake me up. But if it's nighttime, oh no, I'm out of there. If you wake me up, I'm going to sense danger. That's it. All I'm going to sense is danger if it's night, if it's late at night. And I'm not going to want to fool with you like that. I'm going to be scared. Or just too tired, one or the other. With him, I wasn't necessarily scared, but because I knew who he was. But I was just too tired, you know, and that made me feel like I'm being taken advantage of when I'm tired like that. And then the man come and running up talking about sex and I'm sleepy. So anyway, let me get to the point of this. So he left and I went back to sleep. I'm sleeping good too. I'm like, ooh. You know, you know how you squash your face into the pillow, then you turn over, you squash your face into that pillow, and you just snuggle all up in the pillow. You know, when you be sleeping so good that you gotta thank God with your purse, like, like I was feeling good. I was out of there. And while I was asleep, y'all know I have visions and I get spiritual visitations as well. Y'all know we all connected in the spirit as well. So I was laying down and this black dude, like he was kind of like my complexion a little bit and he had some dreads on top of his head. Out of nowhere, this nigga, I'm in the bed, in the spirit, out of nowhere, this nigga just ran up and he hit me like this. Boom, right in my face. Man, that nigga clocked the fucking shit out my ass, right? Now I'm laying down. This bitch ass nigga just clocked me like, I ain't gonna lie, I ate that fucking shit. Like, I ain't eat the shit for real, like, cause when he hit me, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, you know? I ain't never had no man hit me like that before, you know what I'm saying? So, automatically, I didn't feel the pain. I didn't feel no pain afterwards because of the Holy Spirit. I didn't feel no pain, you know, like, when he hit me, I felt that shit, boom. And I ended up hopping up and running from this nigga. Like, I ended up running from him. Because it was something about me being a female and him trying to fight me on, I don't know, I just ran from the nigga. So I ran from him and he started saying something about my song Supersonic that I had. I actually wrote that song after Ariana Grande's song Positions on my other channel. Everybody know I wrote that song on Supersonic when I was at Marcus Mitchell's house. So the man was like, oh, I was the one who said that I liked your song, Supersonic, after he done punched me all in my face and shit. He talking about he been listening to my music. I'm running from this nigga like, damn, this nigga just hit me in my face talking about one of my songs. Like, I'm gone. And I ended up, he was chasing me and he was almost like he was laughing or it was something very sinister like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, I just hit a female in her face. Like, you know, like, I don't know what he got out of that. So anyway, he was chasing me and I ended up running outside. And you know how y'all got them old blocks with the houses on it? You might have a house with a white picket fence and then you look down the whole block and it's dark outside and you can see little cars cutting corners down the block. That's what I saw. I seen an old black pickup truck cutting the corner by blocks and they was coming towards me. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, these are the same motherfuckers that were trying to kill me in Texas. And I started running. Cut this block, ran up this hill, hopped the goddamn the little fence where the stairs be, hopped that bitch, running through steps, apartment complexes. And I'm like, oh shit. When as soon as I realized that they were doing the same shit that they was doing to me out there in Texas, swarming the blocks and all that old kind of shit, I was like, oh shit, these are the same motherfuckers trying to murder me out there in Texas. And I just started getting the fuck on because I was outside by myself. I didn't have my suitcase, I didn't have no purse, I didn't have none of that shit, you know. And it was something about like me not staying up all night last night because normally I stay up all night. Don't mess with my food, y'all. Normally, I put a lot of emphasis on my looks, and I'll be up when I should be resting. And it's like the devil got mad, cause I was like, man, fuck these niggas. Man, fuck that shit. I ain't finna goddamn be sitting up all day trying to get cute. I'm finna take my black ass to sleep. I'm pregnant, shit. And that's what I did. And it's like, that just made the Satan kingdom just angry at me last night, cause I decided that I was gonna just lay down and get my rest. Fuck the bullshit. So in this vision, I'm running like a motherfucker, and I realized who these people were. Cause like I said, I ain't have no suitcase or nothing. And when they catch you out there by yourself at night, and ain't no police on the block, cause police be involved too. So a lot of times the police mysteriously not be nowhere around when you need their ass, and that's how the shit be popping off. And so I seen these men following me, or these people following me in these trucks, and it was dark outside. It was pitch black, but you could see the street lights, stuff like that. And like when they been in the corner looking for somebody in the dark, I'm like, okay, let me get off the street or whatever. So I ended up running to a location, and I remember seeing my older sister Larissa. Damn, I want to eat this food. I gotta hurry up and make this video. So I remember seeing my older sister Larissa, and Larissa, I don't even know why I'm saying her name like that, because I don't say her name no more like that. So it just make it sound crazy. But Larissa, and I'm kind of country. Larissa, she had, she was just kind of sitting up. I don't know. It was something with my older sister. It was something on the spiritual level with her. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit surrounding her. Something spiritually. And she got the brown skin tone, and it was something almost like a matriarch about Larissa. Something matriarch about her, but something about her not meeting the mark. Like when you a matriarch and you gotta protect everybody, somebody is not being protected, and she's the matriarch. So when I came to her, I went over to her like, hold on, I gotta step in. And it wasn't like I was fighting her. It wasn't anything like that. I just had to come to her, and she was sitting up like the matriarch. But there was a problem that I needed to handle. So I went to her, and she was just sitting there, and she was looking around, and she could see the spiritual chaos. She could see it. And so her eyes was looking all around at the spiritual chaos, but her body could only just kind of just sit there. She couldn't move as quickly and do the things that I could. But she was like the matriarch. And I went to her, and she was going through some stuff that she had. She had this closet, and she had stash spots like of spiritual things. And so I ended up seeing some weed or something, and I was like, "Ooh, let me get one of them." Let me get one of them goddamn rolling papers so I can roll me a joint. And I ran past her. No, that sounds crazy, y'all. But I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. So I ran past her. Damn, I want to eat that food. And I seen my little sister, Shakina. And when I seen Shakina, I seen something about some little girls. Something about somebody praying on her little girls. The youngest one. Somebody watching to want to see if they can do something with her. Or if they can steal her or something like that. So, I'm a spiritual person, and when I see something, I'm gonna tell the truth. So I seen like somebody wanting to pick up her youngest daughter, and somebody wanted to try to deceive my little sister while her little daughter was in their care. And so I got involved and I snatched up my niece. And then there was this man, this old man. He kind of looked like Leroy, but he didn't look as he looked a lot like Leroy, but I don't think it was Leroy, but he looked like him. And the old man came in this room and laid down in the bed, and it was dark. And he said, "I need some condoms." And I said, "What you need some condoms for?" And then he said, "Oh, I need some condoms for this baby." And it was something about my son, spiritually, my son. And something about my nieces, just my youngest niece and my son. And I went clean the fuck off when he said that. I went clean the fuck out. I was like, "Nigga, you don't need no condom for no baby." I was like, "Nigga, you talking about you gonna molest my son?" You know, ooh. And the old man was laying there looking like up at me, and his eyes had turned purple. Like purple on the inside. Like, I'm gonna show y'all the kind of purple that his eyes turn. This kind of purple. Like shiny. That's what color his eyes turn. And it was like some sort of different world when his eyes turned that color. And it got something to do with all that lust. All that lust from America. All that Vegas girl lust. That's what I could see in his eyes. That lust. That circus of lust. Just nothing but lust. And that it had turned into something very deadly, to where he was so far gone because of the lust, to where he got in his mind that he can do something to a child. And so the old man was looking at me and staring at me like this, and his eyes was that color. And I had him down on the bed, like pinned down on the bed, like nickel. And I had him pinned. Like when you grab somebody like this, yeah, I had him pinned. And so then my auntie Barbara came in the room, my mama's older sister. And my little sister came in the room, and my older sister was in the room. And I snatched a baby. I don't know who baby it was. All I know is it was a baby. And he was in there trying to do something to somebody's baby. And I snatched the baby. And then I gave the baby to my sister, or my auntie, my little sister Kenna, or my auntie Barbara. And I said, "Here, take my son. Go in the bathroom or go in the room, close the door, and hide. 'Cause I'm finna beat his ass." And so they took the baby, and they didn't want to run with the baby like I told them to, because he started wilding out. Like, now I'm dragging his ass. You know, now I'm dragging him, and I want to get to my strength on that end. But the old man, I said, "You wanted me to see this. You wanted me to see this side of you," because he wanted me to see it. Like, he wanted me. It was a demonic possession. It was a demonic possession. And it's something that they feel that they couldn't control. Whenever it creeped, when he showed me his eyes, he wanted me to see, "Andrea, I'm possessed." Like, it ain't something that I can control anymore. And he wanted me to see his eyes, like, "Andrea, look at my eyes, Andrea. Something that I'm fucked up. I can't control what I'm finna try to do to this child." And he wanted me to see, and I started whooping his ass. And so my auntie and them like, ooh, with the baby. I'm like, go in the room and close the door. And I see my little sister, they all trying to see, like, we gonna leave her out here. I'm like, take the baby in the room and close the door. Because soon as they going to go take the baby in the room, close the door, this nigga is coming to the door trying to get in there and hurt us to get the baby. That's how possessed he was to want to molest the child. He over there trying to come after them with the baby in the room. And I'm in front of the door, boop, dragging his ass. I'm talking about, you think you just hit a nigga and then drop his ass? Now, dragging that nigga down, beating that motherfucking ass. And that nigga could not goddamn stand toe to toe to me. Like, when I told them to take that baby in their room, I meant what I said. That anybody try to come through that door and hurt that baby, they dead. I'ma kill them. And I had the strength to do it. I know it was Jesus Christ. I know it was Jesus Christ. First of all, I'm pregnant. So I know it was Jesus Christ. And the motherfucker run up on me. I've been done beat your ass, drug you down. I don't know how I did the shit. But you not getting through that motherfucking door so you can hurt now one of them children. And I'm around. And I wasn't afraid of getting killed. They could not beat me. Nobody that came to their door trying to hurt one of them children, they got fucked up. Bloop, 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 bloop. Nigga, who running up again? Come on. Come on. I'm ready. I want you to. I'm ready to beat your ass. And I got the strength to do it. So I want to beat your ass. Then I woke up. Then I woke up. I don't see why I couldn't beat the young nigga who punched me in the fucking face. I ran from his ass. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. But when them children was involved, like, that's how I am. I'll run from fight. Anybody tell you my whole life, they'll be like, Andrea, she scary. She gonna run. She gonna run. She gonna go tell her daddy. She gonna go tell her mama. She gonna go tell her sister. She ain't gonna fight you. She ain't gonna fight you. Unless you really back me up into a corner like, well, I ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah, I'll fight you. But I kill you about these children. Now, when you try to hurt one of them children, I'm running up on your motherfucking ass. You ain't gotta worry about me running from you. And see, that's where my real strength come from. Because I done always got bullied my whole life. But you want to harm my child or any of my nieces and nephews, I'ma come beat your ass. And I'ma win.